Sarper Güven from 90 Day Fiancé has a secret first wife whom he has never spoken about on the show. Sarper is a model and actor from Turkey who was working as a personal trainer when he met Shekinah Garner on a dating app. Shekinah was impressed by Sarper's ability to wear makeup on their first date, and thus began a torrid 90-day fiancé relationship which involved her moving to Turkey from Los Angeles. Sarper was a bad boy before he met Shekinah and had slept with over 2,500 women. Sarper took time to shed his controlling tendencies and toxic habits, but Shekinah ultimately helped him change. Although marriage was never part of their original plan, Sarper eventually proposed. Sarper later moved to the US on a K-1 visa, but the transition left him feeling lonely and uncertain about his choice. Sarper admitted to being depressed and felt that Shekinah was unsupportive during his emotional struggle. However, what truly disappointed him was her request for a prenup. To Sarper, it signaled a lack of trust, casting doubt over their future just as they were about to start a new chapter. 90 Day Fiancé's Shekinah and Sarper were confronted by one of Sarper's former partners, an ex named Didi, during the Other Way tell-all. However, Shekinah revealed there was more to Sarper in Didi's past than what was shown. Sarper had reached out to Didi for her to do therapy for Sarper and Shekinah. That's why there was a text on her phone from Sarper from 2 years ago asking if she was in Turkey or LA. Sarper put Didi in touch with the producers, and since she couldn't film the therapy session, she was roped in for the tell-all. I said to you everything about myself. Meanwhile, there was a different ex, named Nora, who had reached out to Shekinah on the Other Way to trash Sarper. He had told Shekinah that she had an actual relationship with Sarper, even though he alleged he never had any feelings for Nora. While Nora and Didi were seemingly just a couple of names from Sarper's notebook, there was one woman whom Sarper had committed to spending a lifetime with. Sarper opened up about his first wife on episode 16 while telling his family about Shekinah, wanting him to sign a prenup at the last minute. Sarper's family was worried that if this marriage didn't work out, he could isolate himself again like he did after his first marriage. Sarper told the cameras that he was first married when he was 31 years old. Sarper described the woman in his life as an angel. He had thought she would be a great mother to his future children, so Sarper went ahead and married her. However, Sarper's ex-wife didn't want his family to visit him as soon as he signed the wedding papers. Her behavior towards Sarper also changed. Sarper had never spoken about his first marriage on the show, just as it took him a while to reveal he had a son he had never met. In 1998, at 18 years old, Sarper had a brief encounter with a 35-year-old Russian woman named Alina during a summer vacation in Antalya, Turkey. Months later, Alina emailed him to say she was pregnant but didn't expect his involvement. Overwhelmed, Sarper deleted the email and lost contact. Now at 43, he regrets that choice and is actively seeking to reconnect with his son, who is about 24 or 25 years old. Sarper continued his search for his son despite encountering multiple false leads from people claiming to be him. This revelation had complicated his relationship with Shekinah. While Shekinah already has a daughter and does not want more children, Sarper deeply wishes to become a father again. Their differing views on expanding the family have created tension between them, adding strain to their relationship. Meanwhile, Shekinah complicated matters further by bringing up a prenuptial agreement. Sarper was dumbstruck when Shekinah's friends egged her on to make Sarper agree to sign it. Sarper shocked them by saying he wanted to add a clause that would require Shekinah to pay him a fine if she gained weight. Sarper was disappointed in Shekinah. He was scared that Shekinah wouldn't see him as he saw her. It made Sarper rethink his decision to marry Shekinah. He was reminded of why his first marriage had failed. Sarper's ex-wife changed completely after they married, which left a lasting impact on him. Marriage became almost a phobia for Sarper, who feared going through the same experience again. He explained that if she made a mistake once, it was forgiven, but if he repeated the same error, he would be labeled stupid. Despite his reservations and cold feet on 90 Day Fiancé, Sarper appears to have gone ahead with marrying Shekinah. What remains unclear is whether Shekinah convinced him to sign a marriage contract as well.